You're a wizard, Pete.
Yes. Or, like, you
Haven't you ever wondered where your parents learnt it all? You ever done anything you couldn't explain when you were angry or scared?
No.
Pee your pants?
What I did do once is I was in England, and there was there was a lot of buildings that had doorways up to like my neck, because I'm very tall, for those who don't know. And
right, like
no
above
one ever,
5 feet.
yeah,
Like well above.
well above. And sadly, no one was like, "Wow, you're Harry Potter." Everyone was like, "Wow, you're totally Hagrid." And I was like, "Oh,
That happened to you? That was a thing?
yeah." I was like, "Thanks." Oh, everyone wants to be Hagrid for sure.
I feel like you're just feeding into a stereotype for me where all English people are Harry Potter crazed.
Oh,
That's all they think about all the time.
So to clarify, like, it wasn't like people on the street that were like, "You're Hagrid." It was like people
okay.
I knew comment or like talking about a picture of me.
I'm picturing you like going into a corner shop to buy scones, and the shopkeep is like, "Rubius, is that you?" Anyways, hello and welcome to another episode of
the Movie Men podcast.
Was that nostalgic? Was that
Little.
Did that feel? We haven't done that in a really long time. Let's bring it back.
Felt so good.
From now on, that's how we'll start the show.
And we're continuing our series of Harry Potter. Hence the references we've been making. And
I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, we're working through the Harry Potter films, because why not?
Well, I mean, you got to at some point, really.
So we've done 1 through 4, which means despite Pete's desire to skip 5 and go to 6, we're doing 5.
Yes.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
I mean, you never voiced that, but I
think
feel like part of you... I feel like part of you would just want to stop at 4.
I didn't say it with my words, but I said it with my eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't even... When was the last time I was physically in the same room as you? Very long time.
I think, quite honestly...
It's been a long time since we've seen each other.
Probably like the Emily Mater Titanic episode.
Right, which we recorded a month before it really... I think we recorded that like
literally
mid-February.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think early February, if anything, right?
And we're mid-June now.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Man, 3 months, 4 months. 4 months is just too long.
It is. Well. So yeah, the next part of our Harry Potter series, where we will eventually finish. But today's Order of the Phoenix, number 5. And
sure is.
Be interesting to see where we go with this episode. I'm curious if if you enjoyed it or not. There's some things that I maybe don't like as much, but
I feel that way about mayonnaise.
All right, should we get right into it? I've got a couple trivia things. And,
all right, yeah, let's get into it.
Sure. All right, so there's actually only going to be one question that I'm going to ask you. The other 2 things are just kind of little tidbits that I just want to mention. So the one on a superficial level, for anyone who's watched the films as a Harry Potter fan, they'll notice that this is the first film that's absent a Quidditch match. And obviously, it's the longest book, so various trimmings had to be made, various eliminations had to be made, various things had to be condensed. So obviously that's one of the things that didn't make it through to this film. So yeah, this is the first film so far without a Quidditch match. The other thing that was news to me was previously we had mentioned that there was a Harry Potter film that John Williams took a step back, wasn't a part of. What I didn't realize, he doesn't come back in the series.
Oh, really?
Very really. I was surprised. I thought it was just 1 or 2 films he was absent from. He was not in this film, and he's no longer in any of the upcoming films. I think there are 2 different people that do them. I think they maybe flip back and forth. The one in Order of the Phoenix was Nicholas Hooper, and I didn't recognize his name. He's in some British television, but yeah, John Williams is gone. So,
But I mean, he is and he's not, because these new composers are really just adding their saliva to what
right.
John Williams has already done.
Right. They're not completely reinventing the wheel. It's like they're not having Metallica riffs,
right,
be the main theme of Harry Potter. Like, you're right. The backbone is there for at least the main themes.
Obviously, the theme is still, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So my only question is actually a recurring one that's happened in this series. It will come to a head at some point when that film comes up, and it might be this film. But I just want you to tell me one question, yes or no. Was Order of the Phoenix ever the highest grossing film in the franchise?
No.
No?
No, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Just because based on what you just said
Right.
about it coming to a head at one point when we reach the film that it's applicable to. So I feel like no.
But this could be that film.
No, it's. I think that was a slip up. I don't think that was. I don't think that was.
Yeah, you're right. It is not. It was never. Sorry, the highest grossing film. So we'll continue and find out if there was one that. Yeah. I mean, at one point, obviously, Philosopher's Stone had to be because it was the only one. But we'll see if there was ever one that overtook that title.
Sure. So what year did this film come out?
Good question. I want to say 2007.
And what was the highest grossing film in 2007?
Oh man, killer questions. I'm gonna find that out. So I'm just looking now. You have
4 monitors. You've got 4 screens. What do you have open on those screens?
I actually don't. We were talking for just some scheduling reasons, you and I, and usually I've got like the laptop for recording and like an iPad, plus we're talking on the phone. Tonight, just due to some sharing that has to go on in the family, I am down several screens. So bear with me. But yeah, so it came out in 2007. As far as where it ranked in the top 10, it was actually number 2. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End came in at number 1, just by a smidge. Just by a smidge.
Well, which was at the time was supposed to be the concluding Pirates film.
Yeah, at the time.
Yeah. So it doesn't surprise me that Pirates took the number 1 slot.
Right. Yeah, because this, even Harry Potter fans, it's not the ultimate, like the final film, or it's not even the penultimate second last film. It's just kind of in the middle. So if you're dealt with the concluding film of a series that's popular, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, how do you want to tap into this? Do you want to?
I mean, the very next thing to happen, I feel like needs to be you refreshing my memory on what this film is about.
You have been having those memory issues, so it's probably for the best, I think.
Listen, Brian, we've talked about this, and I just don't think it's something, I don't want it to be super public.
We can edit that part out.
I'll edit that out.
Okay.
Thanks for understanding, Greg.
Surely you can't be serious. All right. So for those who have been listening throughout the Harry Potter series or those who are new, I'm going to give a rapid summary of kind of what you need to know from this film because, you can watch these films and some of the events blend. So here's to remind you what exactly happened in episode number 5.
Did you just call people stupid?
I don't think so.
Well, you said okay. You just said if you're new.
And I
always, people are like, what are you new? Like, I didn't know if that was like for those of you just joining us and you stupid idiots.
I didn't. That is not what I meant.
Okay, no. I was just, it was a misinterpretation.
It was. Okay.
I interpret it that way. I feel like probably the stupid people
for the record
listening did.
Was not what I meant. Was
okay.
Not.
All right.
Okay. So this film starts off, and Harry and the gang have short hair again. Surprise, surprise. Apparently, playgrounds in rural Britain are kind of lame. Joking aside for this point, Harry is suffering some hardcore PTSD. Hardcore. He's seen some things in the previous film that are still haunting him. Joking back in the main frame, Dudley Dursley is still a slimeball. If nothing else, I absolutely, and this is I will stop going back and forth about joking, but this is another serious thing. I absolutely love the setting of rural Britain and urban United Kingdom in the non-magic world. So we see all these wizards flying around. Pretty dope. Harry gets pissy. Nobody started an MSN chat with him over the summer. Gary Oldman was and still is a bloody legend. Dumbledore's full name is longer than his beard. Or potentially his full name is wilder than his wardrobe. I'm not sure which. Draco Malfoy, surprise, surprise, is still at Harry's throat. And I honestly think Draco just needs to get a life. That's what my thought is. Professor Dolores Umbridge is introduced as the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. And if that doesn't crush your soul, I don't think anything ever will crush your soul. Everyone's suspicious of Harry, so Harry insults people's mothers. As they say, study hard and you will be rewarded. Fail to do so and the consequences may be severe. Personally, I'd take Voldemort as Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher instead of Umbridge, because at least at that point my eyes and ears wouldn't just be bleeding profusely every time they spoke. Harry, feels a bit alone and isolated. Ron never stops eating. Rules, emphasis on plural, change at Hogwarts. Newsflash, Snape is the unsuccessful candidate for Defense Against the Dark Arts job. And maybe if there was some union involvement because, if he had grieved that for more seniority, maybe him teaching in that role would be a book, film, or universe I'd want to be exploring. Sirius Black gets blamed for more crap that he didn't do. Harry Potter holds a secret meeting, goes over his magical resume of adventures, goes over his close calls, and basically summarizes the previous movies for the other kids that he's with that haven't seen his adventures. Harry Potter starts a rebellion in the Room of Requirement. Hermione is far better at stupefying than Ron is. We view, quite honestly, the grossest chocolate leading to bursting pustules sequence in film history. Harry Potter makes a move on Cedric's woman, Cho Chang, and it's far too soon, Harry. Far too soon. She's literally in tears, not emotionally ready. Check yourself. Ron has the emotional range of a teaspoon. Harry and Voldemort have a connection. Snape has lessons with Harry to shield his ass with the power of occlumency. And Snape also takes the opportunity to take a few snide jabs at Harry. Harry's, quote-unquote, angry all the time. But Sirius Black says, hey kid, don't sweat it. We all light, we all dark. Just act on the light. Dumbledore's got style and does some now you see me type escaping tactics in his office. Lord of the Rings reference here. There's a fireworks dragon that is almost as cool as the one at Bilbo's birthday party in Fellowship of the Ring. Listen, I say this honestly. I watch a lot of true crime shows, so this is where I'm coming from with this. Considering what a complete sack of misery Umbridge is and how much misery she brings to everyone's lives, I'm quite surprised it took that far into the film before she was lured into the woods and abducted. It's mind-boggling. Harry and friends meet up with some Death Eaters at Department of Mysteries, and Harry and friends are bulls in a china shop. Get away from my godson. Harry Potter feels love, and he feels sorry for you. And finally, Voldemort doesn't have something worth fighting for. Cue the noble theme playing into the horizon shot. And that, friends, is Order of the Phoenix. Right there.
And for those of you wondering, that wasn't a golf clap. I think golf claps are...
Right. Is that more of like a tennis clap, or what was your clap more like? Just like...
No, that was like...
Okay.
That was like... Man, I finally got those AC/DC tickets. What a show. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't think that's not how I would show my appreciation for AC/DC.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you.
You're
for
welcome. Was it better than the last one? That's all I want to know.
I think it was better than the last one. I don't think you've captured the lightning in the bottle from the first one.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind, and I'll always strive for that lightning of the bottle.
It's definitely better than the last one.
Okay. That's all I wanted.
Okay. So you touched on a couple of things
Mm.
that I want to expand on.
Please expandiamus.
This is, I think, the Harry Potter movie that is not overall the funniest, but it has some really genuine. There were two moments while watching this where I burst out laughing.
Oh, really?
Where I audibly lost the ability to hold in my laughter.
Okay.
And one of them, I think, is justifiably funny.
Okay.
And the other, I don't really know why I laugh at it, but it still just makes me laugh.
Cool. Okay.
And the one that I don't know how to justify is when Dumbledore reveals his full name at the trial.
Right.
Because it's just and it's not his full name specifically as much as it is just the inclusion of the name Brian.
Right.
Because it's just so,
Right.
Albus, Percival, Wilfric, Brian, Dumbledore. Because he
Right.
emphasizes it. And I just, something about it, because it's such a boring name amongst four other exotic names. I audibly laughed out loud. The other, and possibly there's only one other moment other than this next one that I can think of in the entire Harry Potter franchise that makes me laugh out loud.
Wow. Okay.
And that one is from the last one we watched, Goblet of Fire.
Oh, okay.
When Filch, August Filch, Argus Filch, is he's running to the front of the Great Hall to tell Dumbledore that the other schools have arrived, but he does this limping kind of awkward hop, skip, and his jump kind of. Right, so that one makes me laugh really hard. But the other one in this one that I think is probably my favorite comedic moment in all of Harry Potter lore.
Wow, that's pretty bold. That's
is when Umbridge is interviewing. It's the montage. She's interviewing everyone, and she's talking to Snape.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And she just goes, you. So first you applied for the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. And you were unsuccessful. Obviously, to me, it simultaneously made me burst out laughing, and then almost brought tears to my eyes because I just thought to myself, "Man, I miss Alan Rickman."
Oh my gosh, yes.
That he was such a, he's got such a unique voice. No one's got a voice like him.
No.
And because of his voice, comes across as a very serious kind of droning actor.
Oh yeah.
But had comedic abilities that I think always catch me off guard whenever I see him in something, like Galaxy Quest. He's great in Galaxy Quest.
I want to see. I've never seen it. I've kind of chalked it off to a film I've not been interested in. But since I didn't realize he was in it, I'd want to see it now.
Yeah. Do you not know who? So that one, it's got Alan Rickman, Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh, you have to watch Galaxy Quest.
I need to. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's very good.
Okay.
So those are the two moments that make me laugh. Now I have a list of notes. I don't know how you want to.
We can literally dive right into them. Yeah.
Okay. So these are kind of in order of when I wrote them down, and there's not too many.
And sorry, let me just agree with you. That scene with Snape was pretty magical.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And you were unsuccessful?
Obviously.
Such a condescending, you stupid bat. Yes, I did. Because it's already, already a sore spot for him, right? Which we picked up on in the past. He did want Defense Against the Dark Arts, but, when he first introduces himself in in Philosopher's Stone, right? He walks in, he says, "There'll be no foolish wand waving in this class," right? Like it's turned him bitter about it.
Oh
yeah. So, okay, my notes.
Mm-hmm.
They don't believe. So the film starts out, and he's like, he's on trial for conjuring the Patronus charm.
Yes.
In front of Dudley.
Yes. Yep.
And what just confuses me about this, like I understand Harry's, they set a very scary and intimidating and daunting tone for this film, because everybody it's because the film is very politics heavy.
Right.
There's a political agenda. All the powers
for better
that be,
or worse. Yeah.
Yeah. All the powers that be are doing everything in their power to push the notion that Voldemort has not returned.
Yeah.
Right. So Harry's a quack, Dumbledore's a liar.
Not even
vice versa.
Not even a liar. Like Dumbledore is a warmongering. Like he's rising up an army to take over the Ministry of Magic.
And he's out for the job. He's out for Fudge's job. He wants to be Minister of Magic, which is not true.
Which is false. Yeah.
He's got no interest in that, I wouldn't think. But anyways, here's my, okay, so I understand that anyone who goes up against Harry, or anyone who Harry has to defend himself against in this film, are already not thinking clearly, are already not approaching things fairly.
No.
That Harry's got an uphill battle here.
Yeah.
But why not believe him about a Patronus charm? Like, it's not like, the charm that he conjured was a charm that, to the best of our knowledge, is only good for getting rid of Dementors. It's all we've seen it used for, is getting rid of Dementors. And they're like, oh, there were no Dementors there. There's no way. Well, then why the hell would I have cast of all the charms? It wasn't Alohomora. It wasn't Wingardium Leviosa. It was a Patronus charm. I didn't use magic to enlarge any parts of my body. Or make me smarter, or
bring my parents back from the dead.
It was a charm that, as far as we know, only has one purpose, and you don't believe me in my reason for casting it. So if I wasn't casting it for the only thing that it's good for, then why the hell else would I have cast it?
Right. Yeah.
So that seemed very, of all the charms.
Yeah. I mean, I guess logically speaking, I completely agree with you. Like, why witch trial him? But I guess if people have a perceived notion or want to scapegoat him, they're gonna find something to trip him up over. Even though it was, if he was using that spell, there was only one thing he could be using it for. Whether it sounds crazy that there were Dementors or not.
Sure.
Yeah.
My next couple of points sort of have a header to them.
Okay.
And that's that, as you pointed out, this is the longest book. But it's not the longest film.
Oh, okay.
And I think that shows. And I mean, I'm reading the books right now. I haven't gotten as far as Order of the Phoenix.
Okay.
I've gotten as far as 3 chapters into Goblet of Fire.
Oh, wow.
So
that's pretty good.
So maybe there's an explanation to some of these things, but there definitely isn't an explanation to them in the movie. So from a strictly film watching perspective, these are things that leave me with more questions than answers.
Okay.
The movie starts out with him being rescued by a group, right? So we've got Mad-Eye, Alistar Moody, we've got Nymphadora Tonks, we've got the Fred and George, I think.
Right.
We've got Kingsley, we've got, there's a bunch of people there to get him. All kind of Order of the Phoenix people.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my question.
Sure.
When Harry sees Mad-Eye, they kind of they share a little greeting. Mad-Eye, what are you doing here? I'm here to rescue you, of course, right? Like this whole kind of,
Sure.
But I'm watching it going, but Harry doesn't know Mad-Eye Moody. The Mad-Eye who he thought he knew was Barty Crouch Jr., while the real Mad-Eye was locked in a chest I'm pretty sure right up until like the last week of school.
Mm-hmm.
And then Harry went home. So he's got like why are they sharing this warm reuniting moment when they don't know each other?
Yeah, maybe the book will cast some light on that, but I agree with what you're saying. Yeah,
right?
They've technically never really interacted or had any interaction.
Right. The other thing that, again, at the start of the film, I'm just getting very confused because I'm like, okay, did my disc skip? Am I missing some information here?
Right. Did I miss VHS part 1?
Yeah, is when Moody looks at Nymphadora and says, I don't know, he reprimands her for something. He's like, not here, Nymphadora. And she's like, don't call me Nymphadora. And like her hair changes color. Like she's mad about it.
Yeah.
And her hair changes color. And we see a little bit later on that she can like turn her face into like she's got some transfiguration stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell is Nymphadora? And what, like, it's like that. I feel like maybe if I've read the books, in that moment I would have been like, "Ooh, yeah, she hates when people call her that. Don't call her that."
Right.
But I'm left as just a movie viewer going, "Then what should I call it? Like, who the hell are you? What am I supposed to call you?
Yeah.
Why is your hair changing colors? Why is this the first time we've seen you?
Right.
Like,
yeah." I mean, I guess ultimately there's going to be some things that they're going to put in just for the lovers of the books and lovers of the universe that otherwise we might not appreciate. And I agree.
Well, but do that in the form of Easter eggs. Don't do that in the form of moments where everything makes sense to the book reader, but the rest of the audience is going, I'm going to go get some popcorn. Do you want some popcorn?
Fair,
right?
I guess that's fair. Yeah,
I don't know. Okay, and here's the thing.
Sure.
Harry cast a Patronus in front of his brother.
Yes.
Half brother, cousin. In front of his cousin.
Relative.
Yeah. Who damn well knows about Hogwarts and knows his brother's a wizard and may obviously doesn't know what a Patronus charm is, but is wise to in the moment that Harry was protecting that saved them. And that's a huge no-no.
Sure.
But us all hopping on brooms and flying our ass through London, like in front of windows and beside ferries and like boats. And that's not an issue? That's not an issue? Yeah. So many people saw you.
I guess.
So many people, your flying car was spotted by no less than 7 muggles. What? Okay, right. But this broom stunt just alerted half a dozen more than that.
I guess I just don't understand. And I'm not sure if I don't understand enough of this universe, or maybe the book covers some of this. Or maybe there's
maybe
just
they're
selective.
Cloaked, maybe they're.
Well, but so there's the incident of the bus going through London that no one can see. So there are circumstances of magical things that can't be seen. But you're right. Then there are other circumstances where they do see a flying car. Like it's not just everything magical is hidden. So why sometimes not? I don't know if the brooms are supposed to be hidden and we're just not told that, or everyone's like, wow,
Because even the book, I think it's in the first book when Hagrid first takes Harry to the Leaky Cauldron, Harry notices that Muggles are walking past, and that their attention seems to jump from the bakery on one side straight to the real estate agent real estate office on the next side. That regular everyday muggles don't even seem to notice that the leaky cauldron is there. Right. And so that it's all kind of got, or that Sirius Black's house defies all logic and just kind of comes out of
right. And like people are like eating popcorn on their couch, oblivious to it.
And I maybe this is the adult in me, but that didn't even bother me. It didn't bother me that people were being moved, because I think that plays into muggles can't see past the end of their nose. They're oblivious to what's going on around them. Yep. And I don't know, there's some kind of cool magic. Like it didn't bother me that it was coming out of nowhere. What I was thinking of was what's happening off screen. What's happening at the end of the street right now? Is this building now hanging out over the road?
Right.
What is happening? What is happening? Has this bumped into the next building? Has it gone through the next building?
Maybe all the broom closets shrink to kind of make up for the space. I don't know.
That is a BS thing, and you know it.
Yeah. So,
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go on with your list. You've hit on one thing on your list that I kind of want to touch on, but we'll continue that later.
Okay. So then we get to the hearing. And Dumbledore is sassy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's really sassy in this trial. Because what happens is obviously they don't want Dumbledore there. The council doesn't want Dumbledore there.
Right. They changed the court hearing.
Because, Cornelius is against Dumbledore right now. And B, because I think it's like, when the accused has got a damn good lawyer.
Right.
You kind of hope that the lawyer gets food poisoning the morning of and can't make it type of thing, right?
That's your only shot at winning the trial.
Yeah, exactly. And so when he shows up, there's this great, he says, "Oh, you must have gotten the message that the trial had been moved." And Dumbledore is like, "No, in fact, I didn't get that message. But by sheer happy coincidence, I arrived at the ministry 3 hours early." And it's just like, it's so good. It's so sassy because Dumbledore is basically saying, "Nice try." Who do you think you're messing with here?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I just got a funny visual image. My mind just I found what you said funny. Like, your only hope at winning, if their lawyer gets food poisoning the night before. I'm picturing like a council meeting like the day before a trial or like a week before, and they're like, what grounds do we have to win this trial? Like, what can we do? And like the head attorney is just sitting in the corner of a room looking out the window, and it's like, taco truck, taco truck, food poisoning, make it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Taco Bell. We need them to get the shits halfway through this thing. Taco Bell.
Taco Bell got you covered.
Taco Bell saves the day again. There was an old joke I heard once and I used to repeat was, do you know why there's no playroom, like kids play equipment at Taco Bell's?
No, I don't know.
Because minimum wage is not enough to pay people to clean diarrhea out of the tubes and ball pits and stuff. I guess Taco Bell's got this reputation for giving people gastrointestinal issues.
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump way ahead here.
Do it.
Now they're in the room of requirement. They're practicing all these spells that are sending, like, they must be getting broken bones and bruising their bones because they're getting flung through the air.
Yes.
But one thing in particular, the youngest one of the group here appears to be Nigel.
Yep. Okay.
And in Harry's, like, I think it's Harry or maybe Ron, someone does a defensive spell against Nigel that sends him flying, which I don't know how defensive that is, but sends him flying.
Right.
Nigel flies like 8 feet and lands like 1.5 feet in front of the fireplace. Nigel almost died.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it going, oh, we're just all going to skip past that. We're not going to go, like, I understand this is a world where everything, like, pouring cereal into your bowl could kill you potentially.
Yeah, sure.
Like, adjust the angle. At some point someone goes, oh, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't do baseball practice this way. Maybe we shouldn't hit the ball towards the cars.
Right.
Like, maybe we shouldn't fling Nigel towards the fireplace. No, it didn't concern anybody. Everyone was just like, oh, wow, good job, Nigel. You're alive.
I guess this is the pre-concussion era. I guess. I don't
know. What else do I have? Oh, so Molly Weasley, Ron's mom.
Yes.
She gives the boys like scarves and sweaters and all kinds of crap like that for Christmas, which is a Weasley tradition,
right? And Harry gives the father the gift of life, really.
Yes, yeah. That's wow. You just got real deep.
I did.
Everything I'm about to say will not have. It just won't feel right in comparison. Yeah, it's a tradition, partially because they're just that kind of like homemade country cooking kind of family, and also the Weasleys famously don't have a lot of cash.
Sure.
So homemade gifts are a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
However, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
What a bullshit gift! Because anything knitted.
Mm-hmm.
Given from Molly to anybody,
sure,
is not a heartfelt gift. Because we saw in the second film, in the Weasley house, shit just knits itself.
Right.
She didn't put any work into this whatever. She threw the yarn on the ground, cast a spell, and walked away.
That's okay. So shout out to Daphne Kirkpatrick. Like, it's not like someone laboring for hours creating something with their bare hands and crude implements. It's literally basically flicking a switch, a magical switch, so to speak, and just walking away and doing something else.
Daphne, who's one of our listeners, is so good at her looming. She looms in the distance. Mm-hmm. She knits and weaves and knits some more. So much so that sometimes, when I see the finished product of what she posts, I kind of wonder if it part of me wonders oh man, this is staged. She just went and bought that beautiful thing from a Tip Top Tailors or something, and she's staged a couple of progress pictures. She's bought 2. She's pulled one apart to take pictures in various stages.
What she did was
now she's just holding the completed one, because there's no way someone at home is making stuff that looks like that.
Notice how she doesn't show timestamps of the pictures. So she probably bought the item of clothing from Abercrombie and Finch or wherever, took a picture of the finished product. That's the picture she shows at the end. And then she kind of cuts it up and rips it apart at different points. And then those are the earlier pictures she leaks out to be like, oh, here, it's really coming to form. Here we go.
Did you say Abercrombie? I don't think that's a tomato situation. You said Abercrombie and Finch.
What is it?
It's Abercrombie and Finch.
Oh my!
It's not Aber.
So say what I said.
You said Abercrombie and Finch.
And then what is it?
Abercrombie and Finch.
I literally that.
It's not I don't know. It's not like syrup or syrup.
I don't see the difference.
You don't eat Abercrombie and Finch? Abercrombie and Finch. You don't hear the difference? God. No, I mean, it's fine. I've never heard someone pronounce it like that.
That was your takeaway? That was
I don't actually know what you said. I heard Abercrombie and Finch, and then I was like,
for
what?
Heaven's sakes. Mm-hmm. But that is pretty, joking aside, Daphne is fantastically skilled, but kind of a cop-out gift in the wizarding world where it's not really an effort at all.
No. Yeah. So, and I don't think any of her children have caught on to that, which makes them all stupid.
Yeah, it kind of does, actually.
Two last notes here, and they're both about Dumbledore.
Please.
Actually, one side note.
Sure.
What the hell do you think I think Dumbledore is like, Harry, I've put your life in danger for 4 years in a row now, so now I'm just going to ignore you because it's probably best if I just don't have any contact with you whatsoever. In fact, there's been a restraining order.
Just such bull crap. I'm like, you know what, Dumbledore? Yeah, I feel like you just wanted to do this. You're a bit of a diva. You were like, hey, if I don't tell him this, then Harry's going to be like, does Dumbledore still love me? What's going on with my life? I'm all alone. You could have just been like,
punk.
Yeah, like you could have just been like, Harry, I can't talk to you right now. Can't tell you why, but I love you.
Having said that, it culminates in a wonderful moment when Harry's had that dream. Right?
Which dream?
About Arthur.
Okay.
About Arthur Weasley, right? Where he dreams him the attack. And he's there, and there's a bunch of commotion going on, and Harry's asking Dumbledore questions, and Dumbledore's ignoring him and doing all this stuff, and Harry just loses his shit.
Like
and yells.
Next level.
Yeah, he's like, look at me. And just lose it. And even Dumbledore is like, bitch, say what? Like, no, but even Dumbledore is like... It catches him off guard. Like he's like, it's a combination between, Harry, learn your place, but also, yeah, you're right. Like,
like I can't even be mad at you about this. You got a point.
Yeah, you got me. Sucker.
Yeah.
But no. So the two, one is that I love, so both these moments have to do with the fight, the wand fight. Between Dumbledore and Voldemort.
Sure.
And my two takeaways is, one, this is the first time you see Dumbledore is powerful.
Yes.
Like we've heard talk about how Dumbledore is maybe the one wizard that Voldemort fears. And this is why. He's a friggin' badass.
Yeah.
With a wand.
Oh yeah.
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 The moment that I love, just the fine little, glistening detail, is that he to his face, Dumbledore refers to Voldemort as Tom. Uses his Muggle given name.
Right.
Not the self-appointed title, Lord Voldemort.
Right. Yeah. Which is kind of lame.
Of you to come here this evening, Tom. Or whatever he says.
Right.
That's it. That's my list, man. Those
cool.
are the notes that I have. You wanted to touch on something.
Yeah, I'm going to touch on something. It's coincidentally, it might actually end up as a way to wrap it up, the conversation. Or at least be my wrap up. It's just my general thoughts on the film, and you kind of touched on it. This isn't my favorite film, and I can't put my finger on it. There are some things I like. There's elements that I like. There's scenes where I laughed, where you laughed. There are fun Wizarding World moments. There's things I enjoy. I'm not saying it's totally bad, but I don't know if it's just how political it was, and it's a very political film completely, and I'm not sure if that's just doesn't if it goes against my grain, if I don't appreciate it for that reason. I'm not sure if it's political but spearheaded by Umbridge that kind of kills it for me. I ultimately think this film is all right, and we do there are some important things that continue in the Voldemort storyline. We see our characters grow and change a little bit. We see some change throughout kind of the wizarding kind of circumstances. But I don't know. I think it's just the political nature of it. It just kind of drags to me. Obviously, without a doubt, every scene where Umbridge is in it, I just cringe. Who's that guy who's in The Notebook and you call him a wiener?
Ryan Gosling. Oh,
no,
James Marsden.
Other one. I don't get it. I don't get why you hate him. I don't mind him that much, but just Umbridge, and I think it's the purpose of the film to have Umbridge annoying, but man, Umbridge is my James Marsden. Just every time he does something, I just roll my eyes. There's just some times where it's painful. I feel this film overall is similar to Goblet of Fire. A lot of events go down. A lot of things are shown. The plot doesn't advance a lot, but at least with Goblet of Fire, I thought it was cool. It was fun watching the games. I think it was just generally more enjoyable. Order of the Phoenix, it's just not my fave. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, two things. One, on the point of Dolores, I think that's what you should have named your daughter. But no. Dolores, no. She makes a great villain though, because there are moments where I'm actually terrified of her. Right? Like the when Harry's writing the lines and the "I must not tell lies" shows up on the back of his hand.
Right.
And she says, was there something you wanted to say? And he goes, no, nothing. And she's like, that's right. Because deep down, you know that you deserve to be punished. And it's like, and it's like bone chilling. And then the other great moment is where Dolores is trying to kick Professor Trelawney. Trelawney. The tea leaves. I don't know the name of that
Emma
class.
Thompson.
Emma Thompson trying to kick her out of the school. Sybil Trelawney.
Yeah.
Trelawney. Anyways, trying to kick her out. And when Professor McGonagall comes in, who I'm starting to think, and maybe it's partially because of this moment, but I think there's a lot of moments. I think she's one of my favorite Harry Potter characters.
Yeah,
is Minerva McGonagall.
Fair point.
But she comes in and Dolores says, is there something you'd like to say? And Professor McGonagall is like, oh, there's a great many things, there's a lot of things I'd like to say.
Right.
And doesn't finish that by saying, but none of which would be appropriate in front of the children, but that's implied.
Oh, very much so.
Everything I'd like to say to you is fairly nasty.
Not
the other thing
PG.
I wanted to say, I went into this, and I blame you for this.
And sorry, I actually want to cut you off because I want to actually tack on one more example. Okay. I will agree she's a cool villain, and it's from that same scene. And it's when Umbridge is attempting to kick out Emma Thompson or Emma Watson or whatever her name. No, Emma. I just said it. Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson. Yeah.
And then Dumbledore says, "Hold the phone. You can fire her from her position, but you can't kick her off the grounds. That power is still within that power is within my jurisdiction, my realm."
Yeah, you have the power to dismiss my teachers. You do not, however, have the power to banish them from the grounds. That power remains with the headmaster.
And she says just this small little phrase, but she says...
And she smiles while she says it.
And she says something along the lines of, it might have just been exactly, "for now."
Yeah, for now.
And
then turns and walks away.
Well, and it serves as 2 points. Like, one, it's just kind of on a superficial level, yeah, it's annoying, and it's like, wow, you are really just this satanic being that just has, But on the other, it's like, yeah, she literally is, it's a political film, and she's gaining power. She's controlling our main characters, and she's gaining control. This isn't just temporary. It's,
I think she was played flawlessly. I think the performance of the actress is amazing.
As much as I complain about being annoyed and my ears bleeding about Umbridge, I think it's probably the film succeeding and the actor succeeding, portraying the character, and probably the way it's, at least one interpretation of the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Cool. The other thing I was going to say, the thing I was going to blame you for.
Oh. Hey.
I went into this film thinking that it was a lot worse than it is. I went into it thinking I was going to dislike it. Right. But I went into it thinking that I didn't like this film at all.
Okay.
And I came out of it going, that wasn't that bad. I mean, there's a couple of issues, but it's also a lot of fun at times and spooky at times, and gives me the room of requirement, which harkens on my love for for, the castle being its own living, breathing entity. The castle is its own character.
Of that. Yeah, we get a taste of that again.
And I blame you. I blame you for making me think that I didn't like this film. And I think that's just because I've heard you both on the air and off talk so much about like, the first three are pretty good, maybe part of the fourth, but then after that, I'm like, why even bother, right? And so like, and you've made clarity, that position very clear.
For clarity, just the upcoming, it's not just after that, why bother? Because I do think it picks up again. But 4 and 5, yes.
And
trash.
You like Half-Blood Prince?
We'll get there.
Okay,
we'll get there. I don't want to let the magic cat out of the bag, but we'll get there.
No, keep him in there. Toss him in the river.
That's horrible.
What would you give this film on a scale of 0 to 1 below 11?
I gave it on my scale a 6.1.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
It could be much worse.
It's not bad, but as far as my tiers of how a film can rank, it's not
don't
the worst.
Cry about it.
It's not the second. It's not the third. It's the third. So it's not the highest that I would say I want to go see this in theaters. I'm willing to get a babysitter, pay my hard-earned dollars to pay movie theater money, and it's not there. But I would totally purchase this film, and you kind of have to if you're into collections and having a whole set of films.
But here's a question.
Sure.
With as far as the theater and Harry Potter, here's a hypothetical question.
Lay it on me.
There's 7 films? 8 films?
8.
There's 8 films.
Yeah.
What if, the babysitter's taken care of, the popcorn is free, I don't know, whatever, right? It's nice. It's $50.
Okay.
For $50 cash, no tax, just 50 straight dollars.
I drop a $50 bill and they pick it up. I gotcha.
Yep. You can sit from start to finish. It's going to be a long day. There's a commitment. Would you get to go watch all 8 films in the theater?
Sure.
$50. Would you do it?
Question.
Yeah.
And it can go both ways. One, am I allowed to have pee breaks? Or if not, can I use the entire Order of the Phoenix as my pee break?
Let's say there's 15 minutes between film.
Oh, yeah.
And really there's the credits. You don't need to sit around for the credits.
Right. I mean, sure. If the circumstance was right, absolutely, I'd do it.
You stretch your legs. You're allowed to bring your own snacks. It's like drive-in style, but actually in the theater, so you can bring your own whatever.
I mean, obviously, I think the answer is yes. I do love this series enough that a watch through would be fun, and all those things being free and whatnot. I think the answer is yes.
$50 is a bargain for 8 films.
I think Star Wars and Lord of the Rings might be higher on the list. Like if it was you could only choose 2, it might not make the list.
But Star Wars, that's a commitment.
That's a grinder. Well, there's there's 8 films, right? 8 Star Wars films?
9.
No, because it goes Force Awakens and then Episode 9.
Yeah, no, you can't skip that one. In fact, I would be you could maybe leave Solo out, but if I were in the theater to marathon those things, I would want Rogue One in there.
I could leave Solo out. Rogue One, I'd be fine with being in.
Yeah, yep. Rogue One's got to be there just so that you could hop. And Rogue One, I would want Rogue One and A New Hope edited together into one film so that it's just a 4-hour, so that transition is seamless.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So I gave it a 6.1 on my scale. On Marshall's scale, it was actually pretty close. I got a 6, so very close. 6.1, 6 out of 10.
Cool.
Yeah. What would you give it out of 10?
I give it a 7.2. I think there's some issues with it. There's a couple of things where it's man, I would understand that if I'd read the books. I'll probably enjoy this a lot more once I've read this book. And I imagine reading the book will increase that number, that score. But ultimately, it's still fun. It's still, it's a world that I that I want to escape to, and this film achieves that for me.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's respectable.
Sure.
I'm glad I own it. Even though I didn't use the disc. I watched it on Netflix because it was on Netflix. Well, because we only own it on DVD. We don't have it on Blu-ray.
Sure.
And so Netflix was as good, if not better quality. If I had it on Blu-ray, then Blu-ray would be better than Netflix. But
fair enough.
Yeah. So what'd you watch this week?
So this is going to be pretty quick. I'll make it pretty brief. So just with the nature of us recording this week, I had to watch just one other film because we're having a bonus episode. So I didn't actually get to your recommendation yet of the 1991 Addams Family. So that's going to be tacked on to next week. This is like the
second time in 1 month.
Hey, it happens, man. It happens. So the only film I watched this week is my recommendation to you. And it's a newer film. I think it's from 2019. It's a different film. It's kind of like a mystery, maybe like a bit of a social commentary kind of film. It has Jonathan Aris, if you know who he is.
No.
It has Jesse Eisenberg. And some other people that I have not recognized. But the film is called Vivarium.
Vivarium?
With a V, Vivarium.
Okay, Vivarium.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my recommendation to you. Interesting view. What's that?
What's it about?
Like I said, it's this man and a woman who are in the market for a new home. And they go house shopping, and a few things happen, and it just turns into this mystery, maybe a bit of a social commentary, maybe it's just a story about two people. You'll figure that out as you watch and make a decision for yourself. But it's kind of like one of those survival films.
That definitely gave me zero information. So
yeah, see, it's something
it's fine. I'm not asking you to ruin it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to tell you too much with ruining it, and I'd definitely say don't watch the trailer first. Just go into it, view it, consume it, comment on it, and move on with your life. Vivarium.
Okay.
What did you watch this week?
I don't even know what that word means.
It's funny, actually, that came up in conversation. It actually means, let me just find it. There's like a vivarium definition. So it's defined as an enclosure, container, or structure adapted or prepared for keeping animals under semi-natural conditions for observation or study.
Oh, right. Oh, vivarium. Okay. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm. What did you watch this week?
I watched 3 movies because I'm a good boy. I watched Toy Story.
Nice.
So good.
It is so good.
You are a toy.
You are a child's plaything.
You're not the real Buzz Lightyear. You're an action figure.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to like sit my future children down and be like, look, enjoy it. Put your phone down.
Tommy.
Turn off your retinal implant and just focus on the screen.
And they'll look at you and they'll say, this movie sucks. Why is your heart melting?
And then I'll say, guess what? You're adopted and we're giving you back.
That's right.
Yeah. The other one I watched was Ad Astra.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a huge Brad Pitt person. I like him in some things.
Yep.
But usually the things I like him in, I don't like because of him. He's just in there.
He's there.
Right? Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah. I love Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Sure.
It's not him that it's he's not the reason I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
similar.
What? Let me just finish my thought, man. And then aside from a couple of exceptions, I'm not a big space movie person.
Yep.
So that's my take on it. I ultimately, I gave it a 5 out of 10. I didn't muck around with any decimal points. It's not a it's not a bad movie.
Sure.
There was no moment in the movie where I'm like, oh, this isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
But there was also no moment where I was like, oh yeah, give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just,
Yep. Yeah. To be honest, I was quite disappointed with it, but I would put it right down the middle as you did. I feel the best description for it, I feel like it's the little brother of The Martian and Interstellar, and the big siblings have done a lot, and it's living in the shadow, and it's like, look at me, I can do it too. And it just didn't really translate it. I felt like it was trying to do too much, and maybe if they had just stuck with kind of the emotional ties of characters and that's the route they wanted, maybe the coolness of space, but I feel like they just tried to touch on a few different things, and it just kind of fell flat.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly.
Perfect.
The other one is a 2000 film.
Ooh.
It's also a space movie. See, I was like, space. Yeah.
Is it the one we talked about?
I don't know. Which one did we talk about?
With Tim Allen?
No, it's not Galaxy Quest. No, this is like meant to be a serious space film.
Oh, okay, cool.
It has Don Cheadle in it. Who's the guy that plays Commander Rhodes in, like, he's War Machine. He's Rhodey in the Avengers.
Sure.
It has Tim Robbins. You don't know actors' names. I can't.
Yeah.
Jerry O'Connell.
Not ringing a bell.
Okay. Anyways, this movie, I don't know if it's good. But it's a movie I remember seeing as a kid. Like it was probably on TV, and my dad was watching it, and I watched it as well.
Oh, cool.
So it's ingrained. I've got a childhood connection to it.
Sure.
And ultimately, I like it. It's tacky at times. It does some weird things. But the 2000 space film I'd like you to watch is called Mission to Mars. Yeah. Have you haven't seen it?
No, I'm just Googling it actually.
Yeah, Mission to Mars.
Okay, cool.
It's good. It's a space film that does a lot of things that I think are probably accurate and scientifically sound, and then adds a couple of its own what ifs, right?
Sure.
So there's some fantasy to it.
Cool.
So yeah, watch that.
I'll check
it out. And watch The Addams Family.
I'll check them both out.
But not at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Because then you're not,
Yeah, then I'm not really watching either.
No.
I'm just watching one.
Yeah. Or both, not very well.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, that about wraps it up.
Yeah. Put a bow on this shit.
Yeah.
Do it.
So, some housekeeping. Please like, follow, subscribe if you haven't done so already.
Every time you say housekeeping, I think of like a hotel.
I think of the scene in Home Alone when
housekeeping.
When he's snooping on Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone 2, sorry. And he's snooping on Macaulay Culkin and he's like, housekeeping.
Really? It reminds me of Harry Potter.
Oh.
Where she's like, housekeeping, and then she opens the door and it's like, and like blows her away, and then the door slams shut and she's like, I'll come back later, and then keeps walking.
Nice. But yeah, check out the links below. Follow us on those social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Leave us a comment, s'il vous plaît, and check out our Patreon page below. If you feel so inclined, support the show. It helps us pay the bills, whether it be software, equipment, or just keeping the lights on. It all goes towards the show and improving the show, making it the best show possible.
Making it a showy show.
Making it a show.
One of these times I should just like dick with the links below. Like I should just be like, oh, follow us on Twitter, and you click it, and it's like, what? This is the IMDb page for Bananas in Pajamas. What's
Do it up?
What is happening?
Do it up. That'd be awesome.
B1 and B2 were played by the same guy. What?
What?
You know? And then I just ruined people's childhood.
It's impossible.
Yeah, Miss Frizzle's not a real person. What? Just ruin people's childhoods.
Oh, definitely.
That's not actually what aardvarks look like. Arthur, no.
What?
Man, yeah. Now I just want to watch Arthur.
It's a good show.
Did you watch that growing up?
Oh, totes.
Did you know the one thing I learned from Arthur? I learned two things. One,
what did you learn?
Is that if you get your ears pierced, they'll turn green and fall off.
Dang right.
And two, that having fun isn't hard when you have a library card.